Fight man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Got our official sponsor, Greenwood Style Trading. If you want to learn how to make some passive income, some extra money, so you can invest in your future and your kids' future, give them a call for a free 10-minute consultation, 281-760-3170. Go get to the bag.
All right, man. Look like Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn, might be close to fighting. You hear that Eddie was throwing out a Pacquiao fight. I don't know what happened per se in Pacquiao. Eddie Hearn got some good relationship with the Saudis in the Middle East. They want to be big players in sports. It'd be interesting if they can get a Super Bowl there or something like that, NFL game there at some point. But yeah, they want to be big players in sports. They want to be big players in sports, but he got a good relationship because of their interest in Anthony Joshua. But apparently, he gonna try to tie that to interest in other fighters. And now apparently it was Pacquiao, Conor Benn in the Middle East. Now they talking about Chris Eubank and Conor Benn in the Middle East. Let's talk about it. Check out the Boxing Room playlist. Conor Benn basically posted on Instagram about the report. It said within 4 rounds or something like that. Check out the Boxing Room playlist. But check this out. They saying that it could be at a full 160 pounds, and of course it's at a full 160 pounds for a couple reasons. Conor Benn don't have a leg to stand on. Apparently he need a big fight. He's salivating for a big fight to come back. Before this Chris Eubanks a positive test, he wasn't trying to fight nobody. He was avoiding David Albanesian, you know what I'm saying? He really wasn't trying to fight nobody. He could say that he was trying to fight Keith Thurman and these guys, but he really wasn't trying to step it up. Now he's stepping it up. That's because Eddie Hearn losing a lot of fighters to boxing. And they going back there with Ben Salam, and they going back to Sky. And at the end of the day with that, Eddie Hearn always start panicking. That's like with Kell Brook. Instead of paying Jesse Vargas what he wanted so Kell Brook could be unified champion, and then you make that money back with a Manny Pacquiao fight, he cashed out. He pulled Kell Brook out that fight, put him in there with Gennady Golovkin, and got him beat up, and that altered his career for a couple quick dollars in the UK. It wasn't a couple quick dollars in Las Vegas. Some real money. It was some UK, money. That wasn't no real money. Bro, Golovkin ain't no star, no shit like that. So every time he started doing that, man, he started it's kind of like somebody, being low on money. They start, selling their shit, start selling their PS5 and shit and all that. That's what Eddie Hearn doing right now. He panicking right now, trying to put Conor Benn in the biggest fight because he already know Conor Benn probably, really benefited from the PEDs and that he not gonna be the same. So he trying to cash him out and put him in the biggest fight possible right now because, he don't probably think, he was going to be a player at welterweight anyway. He didn't think he was probably going to be a player at welterweight anyway. So, that's what I really believe. That's what I really believe. So, but at the end of the day, they constantly, women can't drive, bro. That's a rude. That must be the girl car because it said Miss P on the back. but yeah. So he just trying to cash him out, and then I guess it's a good fight because Eubanks came off a knockout, which wasn't even a knockout. I don't know how they didn't overturn that Chris Eubanks loss. He got hit with a fucking elbow, clear as day. And I'm no Chris Eubanks super fan, but he got hit with an elbow as clear as day. We all seen it. He got hurt with an elbow, and they don't overturn that. It's just, it's beyond me. It's beyond me, bruh. It's beyond beyond me. It's beyond me. You know, but that's my opinion. But you know, I still have interest. I still watch this fight. I ain't gonna lie. You know, I still watch it. I mean, you know, I like Conor being, you know, when he was coming up, I was one of the few Americans that actually liked his style, aggressive. I understand he didn't have a huge amateur background career, you know, and people don't care. You know, you can start boxing at 25 years old, and people want to see you step it up if you know, a little bit good. Like the dude had to take his time, and I was okay with that. I was okay with him taking his time. I didn't really see an issue with it. You know, seemed like he had some talent, and I really understand that. You know, these kids, you know, these parents won't let these kids box, right? You know, they won't let these kids box and shit. But when they get older, they do it anyway. You know what I mean? They do it anyway. But yeah, I got interest in the fight. Yeah, I got interest in the fight. And you know, Chris Eubank's coming off a knockout that helped. I wonder what happened with the Manny Pacquiao fight. Pacquiao need to sit his ass down, boy. Him and Floyd had their time. Now they want to go out here and do exhibitions. I guess it's an addiction. I mean, I don't know how you addicted to taking punches. Shit. At all. That's let you know these promoters and people in charge don't care about the fighter. They just care about the money. Whatever situation you enter in the working world, you gotta understand it's money. They don't really care about you. It's seldomly that you see that somebody care about you. You really don't get that a lot. You really don't get that a lot. You really don't get that a lot. You know, especially in this business world, bro. Everybody concerned about getting theirs. Everybody concerned about getting theirs. But you know, quite frankly, I expect Eubank to do his thing if he ain't messed up from the knockout. But that knockout should have been overturned. That knockout should have been overturned, and everybody knows it. He clearly knocked that man out with an elbow. And that's just people dislike for Chris Eubanks. You know what I'm saying? He got knocked out with an elbow. What's the point of having the Board of British Boxing and Control, whatever the hell they call it? So, what's the point? You didn't overturn it. He clearly hit him with a legal blow to hurt him to get that knockout. Clearly. That's why I look. I said, this motherfucker Leo Smith can't punch like that. I look. I said, man, he hit him with an elbow. What is this, the UFC? He hit him with an, and that shit might have been intentional too, bro. And that might have been intentional. Truth be told, that might have been intentional. That might have been intentional. So, but Eddie Hearn, you know, people don't know Eddie Hearn on his knuckles. If it wasn't for Canelo, man, this motherfucker be on the street selling Girl Scout cookies, bro. It ain't looking good for old Eddie. It ain't looking good for old Eddie, bro. All this fighters getting the hell up out of there. They're going right back to Scott in the Zone. You know, they got a TV channel now, and they paying they charging subscribers extra in the UK for the HD version. Talking about a backhanded slap to your Patreon. Some guys that been day one with you, guys that been there the longest with you, and you turn around. Oh, you get the regular standard edition, but not the HD. You have to pay. I'd have been like, unsubscribe. That's why I never subscribed to that shit. They never had nothing that I was interested in. Boxing don't make enough fights for you to be interested to purchase an app or a channel. monthly for that. People got too many other expenses. Boxing is not on my expenses list. Now, if they start bringing that heat back to back, cool, I wouldn't mind paying it. But I don't want to see Lil John Silver's fighting, Mark Morrison. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to see Danny Garcia versus Erislandy Lara and shit like that. But yeah, Eddie Hearn, man, down bad, bro. I don't really know if people know. If it wasn't for Canelo Alvarez, bro, man, it'd be over with. Everybody getting away from him. And apparently, with a lot of those contracts, he had that in Matchroom. They have the option to match it, and they ain't matching that shit. Coley, Watsi, they not matching it. You hear Derek Chisora complaining about I want to get paid. I think he messed with Eddie. I know Dillian White do. He said I want to get paid. Eddie out there, Eddie out there cracking the whip on these hoes, man. He pimping these guys. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, Christians. Get notifications. We go live or drop a video financially on support the channel. Cash App $CJ Good313. Venmo CJ Good313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Check out the Box Room playlist for more videos like this. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.